Thank you, Reverend Joseph, and thank you all for joining us today. Uh, One thing that we'd like to share with you is that before we start the billet readings, is that the retreat was life changing for all of us. Some of the participants were struck by lightning um, while riding in a car, and it was quite an experience. I wasn't in the car, but uh, we were all connected, and they were struck from front and back. And that was the beginning of our initiation. And in the caverns, in Carlsbad Caverns, um, we were so blessed because at times we were the only group in the caverns. And though some of us have been to the caverns before, they said they never experienced seeing the beings that we all experienced in the caverns. Those who have a strong Hindu connection to God, they saw Shiva and Krishna and many other beings. Some saw Kuan Yin, some saw Mother Mary and uh, Joseph with the baby Jesus, and we can go on and on. But after a while, it was difficult to stay in that high energy. It was so intense in the caverns. So we want to also share with you that, as well as the classes, it was quite an eye opener for a lot of us, even the teacher. And we went through many initiations in the classes. But the one thing we'd like to share with you is those who said they were going to go to the retreat and didn't. And it is a requirement for our ministers, but um, it's important that you don't beat yourself up that you didn't go or keep your word. But it is important to keep the word. So just talk to God, talk to your subconscious mind, and say, all right, I didn't keep the word or I didn't keep the promise, but I will go. I'll do my best to go next year or the following year. And the thing is, we were impressed that we don't know year by year if we really are going to have a retreat every year. So it's always guided, and where we go is always guided, because we saw when we heard Roswell, we thought, oh, why Roswell? That was not on our agenda, but that's what happens to agendas. So know that they are guided, and we are guided as to where we go. And um, so we will begin with the billet readings. Oh, I think I'll put this here. Again, breathe. We're told to tell you to breathe. Something about you're not getting enough, maybe not necessarily physical air, but air, working with the air. That means clearing your head, clearing your thinking mind. Your mind is going, and and you need to slow it down and quiet it down in order to manifest. You need to be calm and at peace uh, to help your dreams to come true. So um, focus on the breath when your mind starts chattering. Again, go out in nature, commune with nature, hug a tree, uh, do what you can, take a warm bath, drink a hot cup of herbal tea, and if you don't care for herbal tea, just take something warm that will relax you. But need to de-stress, quiet the mind, take care of your health. For Diane Camillo, what should I focus on for September? And that's exactly on de-stressing, calming the mind, breathe your breath, getting air, working with the element of the air, and clearing your thinking mind. And so preparing yourself. There's something going on in the heart area here. Um, it's like the heart is, uh, there's some pain, or maybe not physical pain, but letting go of the past and coming into your heart. Um, so you need to let go of past relations, because past relations is um, really influencing your decisions, your uh, for the present. Continue to do work to stay in the present, and and then the heart area will start healing faster, and you can start really coming into the heart with an opening of the heart, not afraid to really love and be loved. And not that you're afraid, but there's something that's holding you from expressing all the love that you are. Om Namah Shivaya. Hope that makes sense. Okay. So, reminder: these readings are for all of us, but to come into the heart, we have to let go of some of the stuff of the past, what people have done to us, or and so on and so forth. Oh, that was Bhakti's. Okay. First thing is that very intelligent. Um, uh, there are pluses and minuses here. Sometimes you stay so much in the mind, and not that you make things up in the mind, but to differentiate who's speaking to you. If it's your mind, other people's thoughts, or or if your higher self is speaking to you. There's a lot of areas, or the area of where you feel insecure or fear speaking to you. Uh, so you need to be very quiet and calm and objective, and not just assume it's always from the higher self. It's uh, just really trust in your intuition too. You're very intuitive, and at the same time, ask for wisdom and be very discriminating about something about what you hear, what you really hear. So again, you two need to breathe deeply, stand tall in the presence of God. 41, thanks, Danya. So know where your information is coming from, Danya. It's not always from the higher self. It can be, it depends how fast you're vibrating. Um, and this is all of us too, where we are in consciousness, because a lot of times information can come from fear too, what we fear. And it's very sneaky. And when it comes from your higher self, it, it, it's it's just so subtle. It's really subtle. Some other people have to be hit over with Thor's sledgehammer. But anyway, that was a joke from on high. Anyway, let's continue. A lot of revelations coming to you, realizations, and you two need to be discriminating in these revelations. Where are these revelations coming from your higher self, and you'll just know. There would be no fear, no doubt, no anxiety. Uh, so, but lots of revelations and lots of aha moments and a lot of changes for you in the very near future. Oh, Ton, any changes ahead for me? Yes, a lot of changes for you. Okay. Some first thing, some bittersweet energy. Um, there's you two going through a lot of changes, and it's difficult to say goodbye to the old self, and so that's why the bittersweet energy, and a lot of us are saying goodbye to the old self and making shifts in consciousness, because this is a whole, this vibration, humanity. I'm not just saying this person or just us here, but humanity on the whole is losing, or the vibration is getting faster and faster, and we're losing the concept of the old ways, or um, what took us much longer to do is we're doing in much shorter time, and because we're more, the creativity is escalating for all of humanity, um, and time is becoming, it's not only faster, but becoming less reliable, so to speak. because it's not uh, not stable as we think it is. And so, but time is important for us to move time from point A to point C, or Z, or but at the same time, we're getting less and less so-called shackled by time. We're getting our shackles loose of time, and that can be very, very scary for us. So a lot of things going on for this person, and uh, and so it is scary letting go of some of the things that we thought should be, supposed to be, ought to be. Stephanie Slanga, seeking guidance on raising vibration in September. And I believe this, what we said, really applies to you. Raising your vibration is really not to be get so caught up in the should be, supposed to be's, ought to be's, because it's not that way anymore. And 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 the old way, and humanity is hanging on uh, with with a vengeance to the old ways, but it's not working. So you need to let go of the old ways to and the should be's, supposed to be's, ought to be's, and not be shackled by time, but respect time, and so on and so forth. Okay. When we don't respect time, we get shackled by it. You know, if we're always late or even early, um, or bound by time in any way. Relax. That's the first word that came. Relax. The next, few weeks, a lot of intensity we see coming in your life, but the best way to meet each um, intense vibration is to relax and trust God, and to breathe, and to stay calm and centered and focused, uh, and calm the emotions. Sing, um, you know, dance, take warm showers or baths, but keep the emotions calm with positive vibration. Listen to classical music, and because a lot of intense stuff is coming your way, and it's to really to keep your vibration up. Future of education, Love Lotus. It's again, it has hit a low because of all the old way of doing things, old way of thinking, stifling the creativity, and it's education. Um, People are already recognizing the old ways of teaching our children isn't working, especially for these new kids on the block. The indigo, and these children who are so quick, so fast, so they know who they are, and so things are changing drastically. All right, to meet the needs of the higher vibration.
You have two.
Do I have two? Sing. That's the first thing that came here. Sing. music, vibration, play very calming music around you. But really, don't be afraid to sing. This should have been lotuses. I'm kidding. It's a joke, but really sing uh, and thank God every day. Uh, the gratefulness, thankfulness, and this is for all of us. But um, and and you are very grateful, are very thankful, and you do this. But continue to do this. Continue to, and there will be so many things in your life that you say, thank you, God. You'll just so many things that you'll feel grateful for. So, but do sing, and there's such a um, creativity about you. But do thank God. Be grateful. Um, that is the key for you. Appreciate everything that you have, and we love you too. This is from Yvonne. We love and miss you, and really contemplate coming to our next retreat, because we know it will be dynamic for you. But anyway, Yvonne, sing, sing, sing praises to God. Power of the spoken word. Whatever you vibrate out, that is what will come back in. Fear of death. This is universal, and it's not just you, but there's a subconscious fear of death. You will be going through, and not physical death, but a transition experience here in the physical body. A lot of you too will have aha moments, and you too will have this lots to be grateful for, thankful for, um, changes in your life, and but there's a sadness in your heart, and it's you really the gratefulness, the thankfulness, and uh, every morning, as soon as you're aware, thank God, praise God, and more of that will come your way. Thank God that you can get up out of bed. Thank God that you have people around you that really love you, and that is the truth. Um, Gosh, the love, not only of physical people and family, but they're the spiritual beings around you that really um, are surrounding you with love. Peace and acceptance with love and thanksgiving, and that's it. And this is Daniel. It just says Daniel. So we don't know if it's Daniel Lay or Daniel C. Castillo, but Daniel, there's a lot for you to be thankful for, but um, it seems like you need reassurance. It not seems, but that you are loved, and yes, you are. I mean, I'm talking about from the heavens too, um, and it's everyone. Yes, it is everyone. Yet somehow subconsciously, uh, you don't feel that you are truly loved, or that you are something going on with that you don't deserve the love. That's it. But boy, you do deserve the love. There's so much love for you. And the song La Cucaracha, uh, I heard for just an instant, and uh, okay, um, lots of you need to relax your mind, and something about guilt. Um, just let you know we've all done stuff in this world, and you're still letting all that guilt um, go, and but seek and you shall find. So be very careful about seeking all the things that you do bad, or all the things that you should be guilty about, or and so on and so forth. uh, Put that um, bully stick down that you use on yourself. Just, there's so much beauty and grace in you, and so that beauty is ever um, blooming in you. SOL, Reverend Joseph. So really, the subconscious mind may think, I've done stuff, and you blame, but who hasn't? And the love, and so the blooming, the beauty that's in you, to really recognize that, and you are still blooming, and so put that stick away, you know. And I guess La Cucaracha was a joke at the retreat, about the cockroach, and we were sitting at the table, and they said, "Do you know what that really means?" And anyway, look it up on the internet. Okay. There's again the heart area. There's a real softness and tenderness about you. And so be very careful about taking things personally, not to take things personally. Um, there's just this um, uh, a childlike innocence about you, though at one time you may have thought you lost that. And, um, you know, just accept the love, because the message I get is it's time to love again. And it may not be a personal, one-on-one type love with a mate and all that. It could be, but that's the message, to not be afraid to be hurt, not to be afraid to love. Um, really love, and especially loving not being afraid to love who you are, everything about you. Blessings, Carl. God bless you, Carl. Yeah, just not to be afraid anymore. Your heart, I know, and not to take things personally. And so much love. So the message today appears to be love. And is that it? Was that it? Okay. So let's prepare for deep level meditation.